Hey everyone, and welcome to IO9's Comic-Con 2020 coverage. This is our very first sort of reaction video because we weren't sure what to expect from all these panels. The first one that we all kind of watched together was the big CBS All Access Star Trek panel, and we definitely have some thoughts. They may not be what we expected. James, tell me your first impressions.
So CBS was really the first sort of big panel to kick off what is technically day 2 of San Diego Comic-Con at home, but this was sort of the first big major event, and we're actually coming off like quite a big last year at Comic-Con. Star Trek ran away with the show in many ways. Like, we got lots of cool stuff, and obviously we got that huge first look at Star Trek Picard, so there are a lot of big expectations coming into this panel, and then
Womp womp.
not really much happened, which is obviously this year there are extenuating circumstances around a lot of this stuff and a lot of production thanks to the novel coronavirus pandemic, so we can't fault them too much for not really having much to say.
But the issue was that it was pre-recorded, okay? We weren't sure about this one because they didn't offer the link early. I thought, oh, maybe they're gonna do it live. They did not. It was very pre-produced, edited. That meant there wasn't much spontaneity, which is what you like from Comic-Con panels, right?
Yeah, they did actually drop a tiny little bit of news right at the very start of the video. Two small pieces of news, actually. The first was that the Nickelodeon animated series that has been in the works for a couple of years now at this point, that now has a name. That is Star Trek Prodigy, and it's going to be airing on Nickelodeon next year. We got a title card, and that's it. And then the other very quick bit of news that they just sort of casually dropped was, obviously they recently announced the Captain Pike and Number One and Lieutenant Spock prequel sort of show. Sequel to Discovery, prequel to the original Star Trek. Star Trek Strange New Worlds was recently announced, and we got the very tiny news that they have obviously started very, very early in production on that. No actual filming has taken place yet. Like, they're still going through scripts. I think they said they've blocked out stories for roughly 10 episodes so far. So we don't even know if the first season is going to be 10 episodes long. It could be more, it could just be those 10 episodes, but they blocked out stories for those 10 episodes yet, so we have no idea when to expect that either.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The interesting thing is that all of the stars of that show were on this panel because they were on Discovery last season, but they didn't talk about that because almost the entire Discovery panel portion was a live read of the finale from last year. Like,
yeah,
why?
It was a very strange choice with all the extenuating circumstances. We don't even know when the show's going to broadcast yet. They originally said it was going to start sometime late in 2020, but they wouldn't say anything at all about that now.
I thought we'd get a trailer for sure because they have filmed things.
We didn't get a trailer, but we had one at New York Comic Con last year, so it was very odd then to get something so early, just after the show had been on CBS All Access for its second season. Like, to get something then was shocking, but then to come here and get absolutely nothing at all, and like they couldn't even say vaguely, oh, it's still going to come this year. Like, they didn't even say that. So do we get it this year, or is that going to be 2021 at this point? Because obviously much more immediately, and following on from Discovery's part of this panel, is that we're about to get another Star Trek show anyway, in the form of Lower Decks, which is starting in a matter of weeks.
Yeah, we found that out just a little while ago, which was kind of a surprise. But I'm really excited about this one, and they showed a short clip, like an actual scene from the first episode, which is really neat. That's up on io9.com if you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, this one is definitely more for adults. There is some blood and gore in the scene, which you don't expect from a Star Trek show ever. So I think it was actually really neat to see the tone that they're going for in this one, which is far removed. Of course, it's a comedy. You know, we get comedic moments in Star Trek shows all the time, but this is pure comedy. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed the tiny little clip they showed. We got to meet two of obviously the characters that we're following in Lower Decks aren't like the big Starfleet hero bridge queues that we usually follow in a Star Trek show. We're following a group of ensigns, and we got to meet two of them in this clip. It was great to see that mix between, we all like to take the mickey out of Star Trek because we love Star Trek as Star Trek fans. So it was great to see that sort of represented within the universe, while you've got like this otherwise relatively straight-laced Star Trek character who is just acting like he would because he's in Star Trek. He's a Starfleet officer, he's prim and proper and he's doing his job and he's happy to be there. But then you've got that knowing undercurrent of humour, and I think if they balance that right, so you essentially get an animated Star Trek show that then promptly takes the piss out of itself for a bit, which is a very exciting combination. I'm interested to see how people react to it, because Star Trek fans have had a very specific kind of Star Trek.
Exactly.
For the past 50 plus years. So getting something that doesn't take itself quite so seriously, I think will be very interesting to watch, and we won't have that long to wait to see it. It's going to be starting on CBS All Access from August 6th. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
I am too. And as we were watching the panel, of course, we did not see much of the fan reaction on Twitter or other places. So we look forward to seeing your comments, and just let us know what you thought about the panel overall. Did you agree with us? Was a little, expected more out of it? Or did you actually like seeing the live read and all the characters and actors just getting to, chat with each other? Let us know in the comments, and we will be back here all week, all weekend for San Diego Comic-Con 2020, bringing you the latest news.
Live long and stream Comic-Con at home.